All right, y'all, I'm looking a little rough. Good morning on this Sunday, November 10th. Let's get to it. I'm looking rough because I haven't showered yet. I'm actually in my nightgown and a sweatshirt walking around outside. John made it home, so I'm gonna show you the aftermath of this accident before John starts cleaning it up, because that's what he's gonna do. Him and Nick are gonna get a garbage bag and start cleaning up the yard. So this is the road behind our house. I don't know that I've ever shown you that before. That's the road behind our house, and that's the telephone pole. So the lady was coming from that direction and she veered off the road at the telephone pole, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you pretty much the path of what she did at 4:30 in the morning last night. There's Nick. All right, so Nick's going to take you with us. So here's our row of trees. There's a telephone pole. She came past the telephone pole. She didn't hit the telephone pole. Nick wants to show you that there are car parts, because pretty much she rammed into this tree. So much so that this morning I actually pulled a chunk of the car. You can actually see there's still paint and glass, and I actually pulled a chunk of the car out of the tree. What, bud? What? Mom? Yeah, I know. There's little pieces of car everywhere. Nick's very worried about me stepping on pieces of the car, but that's the passenger side mirror. You can see that tree. So she pretty much sheared off this side of the tree, and then she ran into that tree. So pretty much the car came, and then once it hit the tree, it spun around and face planted into that tree. I think you can still see that there is a portion of the vehicle sitting on the tree over there. Lots of glass everywhere in the yard. I don't know how we're gonna clean that up, but we're gonna try our hardest. Part of the problem is that, like, when John goes to mow the yard, he's gonna have all that glass to contend with. So she spun around and hit the tree. You can see how much damage to the tree there is. Like, half the tree's gone, which sucks because that means that tree is probably dead. But she hit that tree, and then the car backed. You can see some of the tires here. The car backed to about here, actually, and that's where I was sleeping. That's where my head was sitting, right there, right inside that window. You've seen my bedroom. You've seen that there's a nightstand beside my bed, and literally that's the corner of the house. There's the nightstand and then the bed. So if the lady had not hit those trees, there's a very real possibility that you can actually, well, that's where they drug the car out. They towed it out right there. But if she had not hit those trees, there's a very real possibility that she would have been on a direct trajectory for the house. So I'm very, very thankful today for trees. For the end of the vlog, I don't remember to say that. Today I am very, very thankful for trees.
Hey, did she see that car out here?
No.
Look here.
Babe, she's sniffing all of the people. I mean, there were people everywhere in our yard. Firemen, police, the tow truck driver. I mean, our entire yard was covered with probably about a dozen or so people. You can actually see there's even a branch from the tree right there. That doesn't belong there. That shouldn't be there. So, not the best thing to be woken up at 4:30 in the morning. Nick slept through it.
Yeah, I didn't know until today.
Nick slept through it, so
till this morning.
So there's a lot of cleanup that we need to do. John and Nick are gonna start now. I'm gonna go get in the shower. It is, what time is it, Nick? Do you know what time it is?
I don't have a watch.
I have a watch. It's 10:20. And we're supposed to
we're gonna have to.
We're supposed to go to my mother-in-law's for lunch at 12. So Neil's in there showering now because he's got to be at work at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go shower and get ready, and John and Nicholas are going to go around the backyard here with a bag
You're picking that glass up.
and picking up the bigger pieces. Nick, most of that stuff is plastic, so you'll be okay. But they're gonna go around with a bag and pick the larger pieces of car out of the yard. They at least took the bumper. They look like the
I think they put it on the news.
no, they didn't put it on the news. It'll be in the paper because they always report police activity in the paper. The tow truck driver almost left the front bumper behind. So it's okay, honey. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna go get in the shower. Let's hope that the rest of the day is much less eventful than the way it started. Because John and I are supposed to be going to the Gettysburg Hotel tonight. This afternoon, in fact. We're actually going to leave Nick at my mother-in-law's. We're gonna go eat lunch, leave Nick at my mother-in-law's, and then go pick up an Edible Arrangements because I had a Groupon, and then go to the hotel. So here, I'm gonna turn the camera on. You guys can see all of the mess. All of the mess. I'm gonna hold it back here so you can't see too much of the mess. That's my nightstand. That's the window that I was pointing at. All of my vitamins and medicines and tissues and everything, but literally the reason why I was crying in the earlier portion is because it really hit me that if those trees hadn't been there, she would have hit this wall. And my head was right here. So once the adrenaline was coming down and I was able to really just like sit here and be like, that just happened. That's kind of why I was like overcome with emotion this morning. So I'm gonna put the camera down, I'm gonna get showered, and I'm going to get going. I gotta finish packing. I don't have like all of our toiletries, like, you know, toothbrushes, hairbrushes, that sort of stuff. I don't have any of that packed because I'm gonna be using that. But I do have to get the rest of that packed. We only have 1 day's worth of clothes. I mean, I don't even need that suitcase. I literally just packed a suitcase because John had the backpack. So I could probably put it in the backpack, but I think I might just leave it in the suitcase because it's already packed in there. I don't know. We might switch it over to the backpack. I'm not bringing my breathing machine, so I don't need a bunch of space. Usually that takes up a quarter of my suitcase. But I'm not bringing that. I am going to be bringing like my mouth guard, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna start my day. Well, y'all, we are at Gettysburg.
I get it now.
We already had dinner.
We did.
And we're walking back from dinner and I said, oh crap, the camera's in the car. So we went and got the camera. Now we're walking back into the hotel and it's blurry. I don't know why it's blurry.
My hair's down.
I don't think that's it. So what did you think of dinner? Probably. What did you think of your dinner?
That's not terrible.
You had a steak. I had a burger.
I like the salad the best.
I ordered my burger without a bun.
Actually, I like the wings the best.
And it came with a bun. And I ended up eating half the bun because
You stop touching my butt.
I'm terrible. I keep running into John.
She's touching my butt.
I'm terrible, and I had half the bun.
Oh, I thought you.
I only ate,
Terrible for touching my butt.
yeah, I only ate half the burger though. John ate the other. Well, he actually has half my burger and half his
I ate
steak
some of the burger.
in a little box there. We're gonna take back up to the room because the room has a little refrigerator. So it is like 5:15, and we're gonna take this upstairs, and then I think we're gonna go for a quick walk down the street, right?
Sounds good.
So,
I gotta get full facial.
cause you're cute. You bring in the views.
Yeah, you're hot. Okay.
So we've stayed here before. If you remember from last February, I think we came for John's birthday.
And we're coming again.
Yes, I actually booked for Valentine's Day and John's birthday. His birthday's the 15th. So we actually have 2 nights booked in February for this hotel.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, yeah. So we just need to get a weekend babysitter for Nicholas. So, sorry, my hair's all frizzy.
My hair's all frizzy too.
Anyway, we're in the quiet section of the hotel.
We're in the corridor, walking towards our room.
Anyway, John did clean up the accident. He spent a good chunk of time outside with a rake
And a chainsaw.
and a chainsaw. He had to cut part of the one part of the tree was still attached. So he cut that. You want to take that? He cut that off so that it wouldn't be still attached to the to the tree. We don't know if the tree will make it, but we didn't cut the whole thing down yet. And we also, thank you, dear. You can let go. I said thank you. So he cut the tree branches off, and we are actually, by the way, when we were here in February, we are in the exact same room. Exact same room. Same room number, same everything. It's the exact room that we were in February. Anyway, you want to open another one for me? John opened the 1 bottle of bubbly. It's too dry for me, so he's gonna open the one that we think is gonna be the sweetest one. I also have the air conditioning on in here because this is a fireplace room. So I want to turn the fireplace on, so I turned the air conditioning on. Is that ridiculous? Probably. We also got some fruit. I think I told you guys that. We stopped and got the fruit on the way down here as well. So we're moving right along. Right now, because it's Sunday night, we actually need to get back out on the street because a lot of the places, because it's Sunday, close at 6. So if we want to go anywhere else, we need to
We don't really need to go anywhere.
go walking. Huh?
We don't really need to go anywhere.
No, we don't need to, but
We can.
anyway, I'm gonna put the camera down and we're gonna go about the day.